A long, long time ago, in a far, far away place called Blackistan, there were wars, and these conflicts were called the Blackistan Wars. And throughout these wars, there arose a man of royal lineage, and his name was Benjamin de Souza. He brought forth a sword that will shine light in darkness, free the captive minds, and bring truth and justice. His eyes glimmered like ember. His skin was like fine burnished steel, and as he walked, behind him he left a glistening wake. This is the story of Benjamin de Souza, the Prince and the Warlord. Yo, what's happening? It's Benjamin de Souza here, the Prince and the Warlord, back with another classic. And today I just want to talk about this whole mob mentality, this whole high schoolish clique type of mentality that's going on, and really personal axes that motherfuckers is trying to grind with other YouTubers and other chat boxers and shit. You feel me? I got inspiration to do this because of a stream that O'Shea did last night, and he mentioned my name. He was like, I can do live streams with a nigga like Benjamin de Souza because he don't take shit personal. You feel me? Which I don't. You know what I mean? I don't take this shit personal. This is a meeting of the minds. It's a battle of thoughts and ideas. You feel me? And trying to click up and blackball motherfuckers because I don't agree with them, or for whatever reason I don't like them. That's not the way to go. That's a coward way. That's a coward's motherfucker way to do that shit, man. And shit, a warrior dies once, but a coward dies 1,000 deaths. You feel me? So, but anyway, and also, Man of Tomorrow just made a stream, talking about this supposed edict that's been put out throughout the black manosphere, talking about we don't take away all these females' wrenches and don't allow females on your panel, and nigga, fuck all that shit, man. I say, if it's certain bitches that frequents your chat, shit, sometimes you gotta wrench their ass up just to keep them from getting timed out, because they might have something to say in the chat. And that's where you get the gems from, because some of these bitches will say some shit in the chat that you can just go down a whole nother stream of thought and expound on and build on that. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting in the echo chamber with a whole bunch of slurpers and jeffers and shit. Just, yeah, you go. That shit ain't gonna, bro, that's nothing, man. Nothing from nothing leads to nothing, bro. And something from nothing leads to nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? And now, just recently, on that MOT stream, ran into this nigga Grinch, bruh. Why does Benjamin de Souza have a wrench over here? Nigga, cause I'm a real nigga, that's why. You feel me? Real recognize real. And just cause you can't recognize real when you see it don't mean the MOT don't. You feel me? Now, I get it. I'm not the easiest person to get along with. But just because MOT fucks with me, Grinch, and I mean, he don't fuck with me the long way like that, but he does allow me on this panel to do my 1-2, and he gave me a wrench, so I got free reign to do my 1-2 in the chat. You feel me? I'm not a tyrant with the wrench. I don't go zapping motherfuckers every which way. You know what I'm saying? I hop on a nigga panel. I respect his space. I say what I gotta say, and that's that. You know, just because he might, you know, fuck with me like that don't mean nothing, bruh. Just because you don't, you know. And shit, as far as and I'll give you some examples on motherfuckers that I ran into in these YouTube streets and shit, and you know, we locked horns or whatever, and I just left it there. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga Grinch. Matter of fact, where was that at? That was on the Roger Report. That was on the Roger Report's channel back when he was live streaming and shit. Nigga locked horns with him, BGS, and the Angry Man all on one channel. Never been in Angry Man's chat, but then after that, I go to Angry Man's chat. This nigga got me blocked. But you know, I said what I had to say on that panel and shit. You know what I'm saying? Said what I had to say to this nigga Grinch, even though he whined and cried like a little bitch. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to stand up, you know, and get up under the light of scrutiny. He didn't want to ask any questions or answer any of my questions. He wanted to just throw a little temper tantrum like a little bitch. You feel me? That's cool. All right, whatever. I said what I had to say, you know? And I still got the audio to that shit, man. I got like an hour-long audio. I've been thinking about, man, I'm going to sit down and really chop that up, man, and interject my shit, my thoughts on the get a play-by-play analysis on that whole exchange, because there was a lot of gems in that motherfucker. But anyway, you know, I left that shit there. You feel me? You know, just like they taught us in football, nigga, you leave it all on the field. You feel me? Leave all that shit on the field, man. You know? Who else I run? That nigga BGS. BGS. I done lock horns with this nigga plenty of times on panels and shit. And there's a lot of shit about that nigga that I don't fuck with. And I'll just go ahead and say it. Namely, his socialist and communist leanings. And in that same particular soundbite that I got that I might put up from the Roger Report's channel, this nigga made a Freudian slip and admitted to the shit that he was kicking was in fact socialist. And I'm against that shit, bruh. I'm against that shit. I'm about free market principles, nigga. You associate who you want to associate with, and you buy and sell you buy and sell to whom you want to and where you want to. You feel me? That's what I'm about. So any motherfucker that's kicking any socialist shit, I'm on they bumper. And I'll just go ahead and name it. But you know, I said what I had to say. I did my 1-2 on the panel with that nigga, left it there. You ain't see me making stream after stream, vidya after vidya, and panel after panel talking cold cash shit about this nigga BGS and shit. I ain't got to. I said what I had to say. That nigga know how I feel. Shit, I got into another little spat with him on, I think I was Sister George and Concrete Roses panel. I just ripped the audio from that, put it up, and just left it there. You feel me? It speaks for itself, man. You know? Who else? Not since we on that socialist shit, who else we talking about? That bitch ass nigga, Judge Zilla, the Beast. This clown ass nigga, man, this nigga, boy, you know what? This nigga is a whole Frito-Lay, nigga, corn chip. Straight up. This nigga is, boy, anyway. So this nigga be on that, he be trying to slide in that socialist Marxist shit. And I get on his bumper. But I don't go trolling this nigga in every chat he in or on every panel he in. Even though this nigga see me in the chat, he got something to say to me. I'm like, dude, I'm not fucking with you, bruh. Now, when you step in that shit, then I'm gonna get on your ass. When you start talking that socialist, communist shit that you like to kick, then I'm gonna get on your ass. But I ain't just gonna troll you just for the sake of trolling you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga always got something to say to me in the chat, or he'll hop on the panel and say something, you know. It's like, but you know, it's whatever, bro. It's whatever with me. I don't care. But it is what it is. I done had it out with that nigga. Who panel was we on that one time? I asked this nigga a simple question. Let me show you how stupid some of these motherfuckers are. And just cause a nigga speak in a real studious manner, you know, and you know, his voice inflection and, you know, the manner in which he speaks sounds very acute and very studious. Doesn't mean the nigga's smart, bruh. Doesn't mean that person's smart. Really doesn't. Cause I broke this math down to him, and you can check out a video that I did called "What About Chicago," something to that effect, where I was pointing out that the whole "What About Chicago" narrative was just propaganda to demonize black people in Chicago for the explicit purpose to try to move them out. And I did that by comparing crime stats of 2017 of my city, my hometown, my beloved Kansas City, aka Killer City, and that of Chicago. That's what I did. And I did the metric by I think I can't remember exactly how I did it. I think I times it or divided it. I divided the metropolitan population by the murders. And I got a metric when I did that with Chicago, I got a metric of like 11,000. And then I did the same thing with Kansas City, and I got a metric of like 15,000. This nigga was so, I did the math for him right there. This nigga Judge Zilla was so enamored with just being right. He was so fixated on being right that he just flat out denied the shit. I said, oh, this nigga he's trying to push a narrative. But I didn't make it personal, so I just left it there. You know what I'm saying? And after that, I'm like, I didn't take dude seriously after that, because I'm like, dude, I just slayed you on that shit right there. So it ain't, you know, for real, you know, we ain't really got too much to talk about. Another nigga. But you won't see me trolling this nigga on in any chat room or on any panel. Same for Grinch. You won't see me trolling him on any chat or any panel. Another motherfucker that I locked horns with, this nigga Complex Design. He done kicked some shit, you know, he done kicked some socialist type of shit. And that is a trigger for me. If you do that, you're going to trigger me. And I'm gonna get on your ass. Irrespective of who you are aligned with. I'm gonna get on you. You know what I'm saying? And he did that shit. That was on Bernard Riley's panel. And matter of fact, had him admit to, yes, what I'm talking about is socialism. Okay, all right. Hopped on this bumper then. And then what else this nigga, he used to kick this shit. This is more of a egalitarian type of model as far as relationships are concerned between black people and shit. He was kind of trying to kick that 50-50 type of shit. And I'm hardcore 100% dyed in the wool for this patriarchy shit. Nothing else will suffice. Nothing. So I jumped on this bumper about that. You know what I'm saying? Me and him had it out on panels. And I done went back to my platform and said what I had to say. Granted, I might have said some things, depending on how you look at it, that may have crossed a bridge or two. But it is what it is. I made my video, said what I had to say about that man, said what I had to say to that man, and just left it there. Since then, I done crossed paths with him on platforms and shit, on other panels and shit, seen him in other chats and shit. I ain't had nothing to say. No, I ain't got to troll this man. You know what I'm saying? I would like for him to elaborate on that model, that marriage model that he talks about. You know, I'm not against him on that at all. You know what I'm saying? That state sanctioned marriage shit. I'm not against him on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against him with the tech shit or whatever the shit's he into, but you know, it is what it is. You feel me? But if you spit some shit that I'm against, I'm gonna let you know that I'm against it. And after that, I'm gonna leave it there. I ain't gonna, I didn't. And since then, since me and him done locked horns, me and Complex, we done got on the panel and seen eye to eye on some shit. You feel me? And that's cool. All right, well, cool. You know, we can come to some middle ground and see eye to eye on this. That over there, we don't. But these niggas on some cliquish shit, some high school shit, man. For real. You know? Now, I get it. I'm not the easiest person to like. I'm really not. You know what I mean? I've been living in my skin my whole entire life. I have a propensity to piss a lot of people off, or piss a few people off. I have that propensity. Shit. And I know that. I'm highly aware of that. So I get it. I already knew I came into the game knowing that not everybody gonna like me. And another thing about me is, bro, I don't jeff, man. I do not jeff, bro. You feel me? I say what's up to people. I congratulate people on certain things that they say and, you know, certain ideas that they put forth. But you'll never see me jeffing with a nigga, man. You know, sucking up and kissing up to a motherfucker. You know, trying to be overly complimentary and shit. You know, trying to rock a nigga to sleep, trying to butter him up and shit. You know what I mean? Like we call where I'm from, where niggas brown nosing you and shit, trying to rock you to sleep on some bullshit. That nigga's jeffing, bruh. We call that shit jeffing, man. For real. And I don't do no jeffing. You'll never see me do any jeffing, bruh. You'll never see me jeff with these bitches in the chat room or on the panel. You feel me? I'm not scared of these bitches, so I don't mind if they hop on panels and shit. I don't mind if they in the chat room. Shit. What Obsidian say, bid them in, get them in. The more the merrier, you feel me? Get these motherfuckers up in here. Put their ass in the chair and let's question them. You feel me? That's the type of shit that I'm on. That's the type of time I'm on. These niggas are on some. The motherfuckers this talking about this, but kick these women out the Mansophere. These take their wrenches and they shouldn't be up on the panels and all this. Whoop whoop whoop. Them niggas is like on some He-Man woman hater type of shit. I didn't want to believe that shit when motherfuckers was saying that shit at first, but now I'm starting to see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. And me personally, this is just me personally, it's not the presence of the women that is the problem. As far as the Cocaine Kills, C Boogie, Game Changer ordeal was concerned, it's not that Cocaine Kills was in the mix. It's not that at all. It's not that Jessica X is in the mix and she on the panels and she's in the chat. It's not that BAP is in the chat. It's not that, you know, this female is in the chat or this female is on the panel. It's not that at all. As far as the Cocaine Kills, C Boogie Game Changer situation is concerned, the problem lies with that bitch ass nigga C Boogie. That's where the problem lies. It's not the fact that the bitch was in the mix. It's the fact that the bitch ass nigga was in the mix. That's the problem. These women on these panels are not the problem, bruh. The problem is you got bitch ass niggas who want to stoop to certain levels to try to curry favor with these bitches. I try to garner the attention to these bitches, man. You know, who you know, you got these dudes in these red pill spaces that as soon as a chick come around, now they want to simp up and get on some simp shit. That's the problem. It's not the fact that the women are here. No. The problem is undisciplined men. Undisciplined men. That is the problem. But yeah, man, I think I done rambled enough on this shit, man. Let me go ahead, get up out of here, man. I'm at the track right now, man. They done closed up my gym, bro. My gym been closed all month, man. I'm so mad. Shit. Came home. I'm in a career transition right now. So I came home. I'm transitioning this shit. I'm waiting for this paperwork to come back so I can go ahead and catch this flight, you know, and do what I gotta do. But shit, I came back home, I was like 207. Shit, I'm like, all right, man, I'm about to just hit these weights, man, into this shit, you know, until the paperwork clear so I can head out. Nigga got up to like, put on probably about 6 pounds of muscle, got from like 207 to 215 and shit. Shit, niggas, I'm home eating good, lifting weights every day and shit. Nigga getting big and shit. Then this coronavirus shit hit. Nigga locked the gyms down. Now I'm putting on more weight, nigga. I'm up at 220 now. I'm like, shit, I'm back down to like 217 right now. I'm about to hit this track, man, get this trimmed down a little bit, man. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Get up on that. For you Boosie motherfuckers, man. And you Jeffers, nigga, get up on game.